Hello guys, today we're going to look at this. If you would like to see a video with none of me chatting, that's fair enough, I've made a separate video for that. But I'm going to talk about this a little bit and play around with it and see what it does. So I've been quite excited by this for a while. It's come out quite recently. It's the Danelectro Spring King Junior. They used to do a Spring King which was kind of way bigger than this. It was the size of like two big pedals. It was kind of unwieldy, big, it takes up a lot of space on your pedal board. This was back in the 90s I think. But the cool thing about it was it had a real spring in it. So as you might know, I'm a big fan of surf guitar, that kind of thing, adjacent stuff, and the sound of a real spring is something that's quite special. Full disclosure, it was sent over by Danelectro. I get to keep this, so take this with a pinch of salt if you want. Also, I'm a fan of Danelectro stuff anyway. I think it's a cool brand, it's loads of fun, and they make some cool guitars. I'm going to be playing through my Gretsch 6120 Reverend Horton Heat, but also I'm going to try my Danelectro baritone. For most of this video, I'm going to be playing through the Quilter Block US. Yeah, there's certain things you can't do with purely digital spring reverbs, for example. So when you have an amp with real spring reverb in it, if you move it around or kick it, it's going to make that kind of noise, which you're not going to get from digital spring reverbs. So it's the same yellow colour as the older 90s version. As you can see, it's got the real spring sort of artwork on the side there. The spring is a thing. 25 plus years, way to make us feel old, Danelectro. So yeah, it's only powered by 9V DC, but that's okay, most people have that on their pedal boards. And just for size comparison, let me hold one of those mini pedals up close to it. So it's bigger than one of those guys. Here's kind of your standard pedal size, so it's a little bit taller. I got excited about this because of the size of it. A lot of real spring reverb units are quite big. I've got the Fender reverb tank, which is huge. It's almost the size of an amp head. You can get the Surfy Bear stuff at different sizes, that's worth checking out. But yeah, this is the smallest size I've kind of seen anything, and it's got that cool Danelectro thing. You've got your brown chicken head knobs there and a red light. It's coming up yellow on my camera for some reason, but that's a red light there. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Here's the guitar without anything. Like I say, I'm just going into my Quilter digital amp. And I've got my bridge pickup on at the minute. So let's just turn it on. We've got everything at 12 o'clock. So you got a tone and a reverb, so it's nice and simple. I like that, not too many dials to get confused about. Let's turn it on. Everything's at 12 o'clock. So when I'm listening out for a reverb, what I tend to do is play and then stop, and then you can hear the reverb while you're not playing, if that makes sense. There you go, at 12 o'clock, that is going on quite far. You can turn it right down, so that's dry, and if we turn it up just a little bit, you start to get a subtle reverb, and you can use that for loads of stuff. So if you don't want to go all out on the surfy, drippy kind of sound, you could use that on your vocals, you could use it on acoustic guitar, whatever you want. And then let's slowly bring it up. There we go, it's starting to become a bit more prominent. You can also hear it more when we're playing a bit of palm muting as well. It's got the sound of the spring flapping around, boinging around. It almost sounds like a delay, a bit of a slapback sound. And as we get up to 12, It's pretty pretty lively like that, and then as we increase it, and let's put it on full. So there, yeah, it's got that kind of sparkle to it, I think. That high-end thing. So let's turn the tone up as far as it'll go. And that's just fun, isn't it? Just give it a tap. So let's try it with the tone right down. So we'll get a darker sound here, I think. There you go. Depending on what you're doing, I think the most fun and kind of over the top surfy sound is just maxing it all out. Yeah, loads of fun. Let's try it on the bridge pickup, and I'll do some kind of dreamy 50s rock and roll pop. Back into my Dick Dale there, so like I say, when you're playing with loads of reverb, it's like it's nice to play stuff that's gonna accentuate it, so leave a bit of space for that reverb to do its thing. Yeah. there you go. So yeah, I think it's great. I haven't tried it live yet. That'll be my next thing to do. If you're in the UK and you fancy one, I'd head over to JHS. They've got them in for $199. I'll put a link for that below. So there you go, very nice. I also enjoy the packaging here. It comes in a cool box. You even get a little sticker. You get a little kick pad with that as well, so you can stick that on there if you want. If you like this, I do a bunch of gear videos. Like I say, I'm going to do the non-chat version on a separate video. I also do rockabilly and surf lessons, rock and roll stuff. I've got a Patreon where I do tabs and backing tracks. So if you like this, join the channel. I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. See you later.